Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about how to properly format a document in MLA format. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Google Docs app and Chrome on iOS 14.8 something. It should be the same if you're running iOS 15. So first things first, you need to create your document. So go ahead and do that, give it a title. I'm just going to call mine MLA format. Alright, so first things first, before you type anything, you're going to tap and select all. Then you're going to come up to the A up here in the corner. And you're going to change the font to Times New Roman. It's all the way at the bottom here. You're going to change the size up to 12-point font. You're going to go into the Paragraph tab and change the line spacing up to 2. So now you are in the basic formatting. So first things first, you're going to type in your name, your teacher's name, your class name, and the due date of the paper. Alright, quick editing note real quick. I forgot to mention that the format that you put the due date is incredibly important. So it needs to be in the format of a 2-digit day, followed by the spelled out month, followed by a 4-digit year. Okay, so for example, today is the 24th of March. So it should look like 24 March 2022. Very important that you do that. Then you're going to come up here to center and align it to the center and type in the paper's title. Then you come back left line and you're going to have to indent. We'll get back to this later. For now, just start typing your paper. Alright, so I just went ahead and auto-populated all this with random text to make it look like an essay, just so I had something to go with. Now, you're going to want to make sure that as you're typing your essay, you do not leave extra spaces like this between the paragraphs. You want to make sure the paragraphs are right up against each other like that. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, and the indent isn't in yet, if you have a keyboard, you can click the tab button and it will indent. However, we're going to do this assuming you don't have a keyboard, that you're using just the iPad itself. So, what we're going to do first, before anything else, is we're going to click this plus button up here. We're going to add in the page numbers. You're going to have to scroll down to find it. Okay, we're going to choose this first option here, which is the page numbers in the top right without any title page. Okay, now you're going to type in your last name in front of the page number just like that. Then you're going to highlight the whole thing. Make sure it's in Times New Roman 12-point font. Sometimes it'll kick back to Arial. Make sure it's in Times New Roman 12-point. Okay, and as you see, as it hits the next page, it counts out the number. Now, after the end of your last paragraph, you're going to go back to this little plus, and you're going to click Page Break. Now, this is important because no matter how much you type here, this is always on a new page. So, let's say I were to type in a little bit extra stuff in front of the page break here. You know, put a couple extra lines and type. As you see, it still remains on its own page. This is important for the formatting guidelines. So if I can try to get rid of it now. Okay, so now on this page you're going to center this and title this Works Cited. This is your Works Cited page. If it's required, make sure you have it, but if it's not required, it's not required then. So you're going to do one more indent down, go to the left. And you're going to use you can use this from a Works Cited generator, or you can create manual citations. Good resource for this is OWL at Purdue. The writing lab's there. They've got some normally up-to-date information, but in this tutorial I will not go over how to do that. I will simply go steal another Works Cited page from a different paper. Okay, so I just used the Works Cited information off another paper that I have written recently. So, now that you have all of this information in your document, you're going to have to go somewhere else to do the rest of the formatting because the app does not allow you to do it. So, you're going to exit the app and go to a web browser of your choice. I'm going to use Chrome just for the purposes of this video. Okay, now in the search bar, you're going to type in docs.google.com. Make sure you go directly to the link and not just Googling it. Now you'll probably have something like this pop up. That's because it's trying to tell you that you want to use the app. But for this, you can't use the app. So you're going to go to the three dots up in the right corner. This varies slightly from browser to browser. This is a way to do it on Chrome. So you're going to scroll down until you see Request Desktop Site. Then you're going to click that. As soon as you click it, you're going to be presented with what it would look like if you were on a desktop. Now, you're going to find your essay and click on your essay. Okay, it's probably going to tell you that the browser is not supported because it's not expecting you to be using a mobile. Make sure you don't go to the app. Stay on the website. So, now that you're here, this is where it can get slightly difficult because, again, it's not designed to be edited from an iPad. So, you have to kind of get in here and select the text, all of the text in your works cited. This can take a few tries because the things are not very easy to hit from the iPad. So once you have all of this selected, you're going to come up here to Format. And then you're going to come down to Align and Indent. And then you're going to go down to Indentation Options. In here, under Special Indent, you're going to open the drop down and click Hanging. Make sure it says a half in the box. And you're going to click Apply. This is now going to format this page into a hanging indent, which is what is required for MLA formatting. Now, you're going to scroll all the way back up to the top for your actual essay. You're going to have to select your whole essay using the same process you used earlier. Again, it still is going to be kind of finicky. Okay, so once you have the entire essay selected, you're going to go back to Format, Align and Indent, and this back to Indentation Options. This time, under Indentation Options, you're going to go to the drop-down and click First Line. Make sure it's a half, and click Apply. Now, as you see, your essay has indents. So, now you can go back into the Docs app and wait for it to refresh. Make sure that everything still looks good from here, as it's going to be working better than the computer. Okay? Make sure the works cited is on its own page. It is not attached to the other page. If you do not see pages, make sure you come to here and go into Print Layout. Once all of this is done, your essay is correctly in MLA format. And that is all for today. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to put it down in the comments below, and I will try to get around to it as soon as I can. I hope this video has helped you, and I hope you have a splendid rest of your day.